Hello, hello, hello everybody! I've got changes! Most importantly, I saved up 50 polls for her, whoever she is. And I said that I don't think that I'm gonna get her because max pity is 80 and you can lose your 50-50. So technically you want 160 polls to guarantee a character that you want, but my husband was like, I'll just try a 10 poll. And she was like on the number 1 spot. I could have legitimately tried a 1 poll and it would have worked. Anyway, she buffs people. She's kind of healer and a buffer, but I have on completely wrong gear right now. So if I just go into my team, no, actually, into resonators, you can.
If this isn't enough,
you can see what mess this is. So first of all, she's on a blue weapon, which isn't fantastic, but like, look at this mess. It's quite something. So anyway, she's severely gimped. I don't have access to the echoes that are ideal for her because I'm not that far in. The second thing, no, not male map that I have done is I have done quite a lot of exploration while you guys were away. I've been doing my part grinding. I mostly unlocked all the travel-y points. I tried to do as many side quests as possible. I tried looking for stuff in places so that I know what I'm playing and I know how I'm playing it. So currently, this setup is gonna be a bit awkward. She's on my team because I want her on my team. She makes Sheshi's damage go quite high, so that's nice. But I'm probably gimping myself by running her. Another issue that I'm encountering. So these are new player rewards. And one of the best support healers in the game, from what I know, from what I've been explained, is this lady. I need my soul 3, oh god, let me just fall off the screen, to be at phase 5 or above. So, the fun bit is that these things are limited. I have 12 days to achieve that. And I do believe that I will achieve that, considering that my current level is, I think, 39, and soul phase 5 starts at 40, correct me if I'm wrong, but the issue is that everything is about to go up by 10 levels again, and I'm already on kinda gimped team, so I kinda feel like the game's pushing me to go forward before I'm ready to do so. But also I don't wanna miss one of the best characters that I could have for healing and support purposes. So anyway, I don't really appreciate that. I don't appreciate that that claim is time limited. I think it would be nicer if it wasn't, but you know, what can you do? Anyway, I'm just gonna casually get distracted by just chest over here. I was gonna say time to do the story, but time to do the story soon is what I'm gonna say. I think this is a DPS enhancing field, but don't like quote me on that. Anyway, this lady is just my eraser pen. I very much enjoy her ability to be just that. Yay! I do really need to focus on the story though.
This looks valuable.
One of the things is that I'm recording this early now, earlier than I was planning to start recording again. Mainly because I need new areas. I need to unlock things. I need to get to the newest patch so that this lady can have her echoes sorted, which is miles away, so I'm very incentivized.
TD detector working? How come it didn't warn us of so many tacit discords ahead?
I don't know, they seem to be everywhere, man.
Appeared out of nowhere.
That's weird. Anyway, let's deal with them, shall we?
I don't... Were they even level synced to me?
The right momentum.
Don't think that they were. That's another odd thing about this game. Some things are level synced and some things aren't. The world levels up with you, so when you hit the next phase, the world goes up by 10 levels, and then you need to work to catch up. But, for example, anniversary event, I can't participate in it because the fights in it are level 90, and that does not sync down. So, my level 60 ass can't do shit. And then some story missions as well seem to be not like level synced. And I also found like some bosses on the map that are not level synced. So you know, it's kind of mixy and matchy. I guess we're going by vibes.
This is the place. Ugh. Those savants really love their puzzles. No wonder folks never managed to get inside after all these years. Their security's top-notch.
They even have a door. Which is my favorite type of security. Wait, I didn't... is this the auto button?
That's because Aalto set off the security alarm, and now the gate's closed. Ugh.
Anyway, we've got to figure out how to open it up again.
As I stated, they even have a door. Wow, so secure. It's a spinning mechanism, no way! What if I spin it then? Okay, oh, right. So I spin the outer first. And then I spin the tiny bits to match. How's this security? Imagine if your own door security was perform a tiny Simon Says puzzle. Do what the doorbell tells you. That's the security.
This is... Oh, no wonder.
It's an electric
Crazy
cube.
savants. They were trying to recreate the Retroactive Rain.
So in order to make water go up, you need an electric cube.
Never thought they could pull off something like this. Incredible.
What is Retroactive Rain?
The Retroactive Rain is essentially a form of condensed remnant energy from the etheric sea. Various events across space and time from every dimension are recorded in the form of remnant energy. The Retroactive Rain conjures illusions of past events for those exposed to it. That rain curtain we saw earlier was probably the result of their experiments.
So, false
Before the
alarm,
Retroactive
everything
Rain
fine then?
forms, it goes through 3 stages. In the first stage, it looks just like any regular rain. And what we're seeing now should be the second stage. Water droplets floating in midair, being absolutely still. I've heard of plenty independent studies on the Retroactive Rain. Most of the researchers were driven by their obsessions, while some wanted to relive a particular experience, and others yearned to reunite with their loved ones. But look at all these devices here. The sheer scale of this research is really something. It really makes one wonder, what on earth were they trying to bring back with such a massive Retroactive Rain?
I thought it was like
The power system here might still work.
the length of a room,
Let's split up and find it.
which doesn't
Hey, Willie's that away.
seem very massive. If you take this as the possibility of reenactment space, like, if we just imagine this as like a virtual holodeck, then I don't know, you can like remember a singular double bed. I think that would be about the length of your illusion. Anyway, I should actually investigate instead of jumping over this. That is a lot of reading. The Court of Savant Laboratory is an abandoned site in the Waning Ike's Mire. Due to the use of specialized materials developed by the CSC and the main structure, the building is well preserved and undergoes minimal weathering and corrosion. After risk assessment, the research committee decided to use the lower levels of the site to create an artificial tacit field for experimental purposes. There are a few abandoned devices left in the experimental area. Low-frequency lighting systems are positioned at specified distances and angles, ensuring consistent illumination in the experimental area. Alrighty dokie, so what you mean is you were doing experiment stuffies, yes. I will be right with you, story. I have a red glowy beacon to touch. I'm pretty sure that that's entirely safe and should be done on regular intervals. Don't take medical advice from me. I'm not a doctor. If you see anything red, glowy, and elongated in your house, probably call an electrician, not me. Because I would say touch it. And that's probably wrong. Okay, I think I have the wrong battery. Little girl standing there for a while. Oh, one of the battery banks is kind of brokey. Well, that's not good. You doing okay in there, you brokey? Oh, well that's cool. We can just walk in. Well, that's
the right momentum.
So what's this room then? I found a button. I like buttons.
How's subject A038 doing lately?
It has yet to assume a concrete form or exhibit vocalization behavior. In most cases, it remains motionless. However, we noticed some behavioral discrepancies from our initial expectations, and further observation and research would be necessary.
It's merely a replica after all. It's far from the true form of those gods. By the way, things have been mysteriously disappearing lately. Any idea?
Are you implying that your co-worker is stealing?
You noticed it too. Thought I was imagining things. And there's weird noises at the lab late at night.
Somebody is just probably wanting some privacy.
I suspect it is something to do with subject A038. Lately, its frequencies have always displayed signs of hunger.
I mean, I chaotically feed my hand. Have you tried doing that?
But it's been under strict surveillance. That couldn't possibly be 8038, right?
I also keep on putting really random people in my pocket. You just kind of fall out of the sky before I even met them, and they just land in my vicinity, and then I can use them.
After all, it's our last hope now.
So, what are you gonna be feeding it? Because I feed tacit discords to my hand, and that's kind of cool. Please don't tell me that the only piece of movable furniture is actually the batteries. The rain in the lab lasts much longer than outside, falling for good 4 years, 11 months, and 2 days since. The impact of witnessing the suspension for the first time is gradually overshadowed by overwhelming despair. Disappointment and frustration spread in the lab like moss, resilient and unavoidable. Working in this damp environment is a kind of torture both physically and mentally. Research on the Retroactive Rain has entered its second phase, yet contrary to expectations, there's been no progress whatsoever. Perhaps everyone, including Professor Hyson, has questioned if we're doing it wrong, but all evidence points to the fact that it has indeed visited the Whining Ice Mire. That's one of the reasons we moved here. What we pursue is merely to use the retroactive rain to relieve the miracle and seek enlightenment. Despite exhaustion, doubts, and countless arguments, we must continue the research. However, time is not on our side. Eventually, we decided to transition to Plan B. Is it a worthwhile choice? Hard to say. Professor Hyson says that the risks are high, but success could bring us closer to the answers. Yet we failed 37 times, 37 lives lost in the process. Finally, the subject named AO38 survives. It's a huge breakthrough, but not many were excited because we all know it was a replica. Nothing more than an absurd imitation of God. Night shifts are tough. Due to understaffing, I'm the sole one on duty, all night observing this invisible stuff who is unable to speak or move. It's more boring than staring at my tutor's face. And to maintain the stability of the tacit field, all clocks were removed. Every minute feels unbelievably long. Professor Hyson, once kind, has become particularly strict this time. Since the experiment started, he hasn't smiled at all. Speaking of which, a researcher once brought above-standard tools into the experimental area, triggering alarms throughout the lab. Fortunately, neither the tacit field nor AO38 seemed affected, but for some reason, AO38 feels a bit larger. By the way, that was the first time I've ever seen Professor Hyson lose his temper. Let's call it a day. There are still some issues and I need to manually input reconfirmed parameters and data. Okay, so they were experimenting on people and trying to turn them into gods. Now my question is... anything movable in here? Because I have a feeling that this is gonna be a bit of a sucky situation. Hello, little girl? I'm sorry, I gotta borrow the battery, for it will unlock my access to some goodies. Loot is important, yo. That is how I afford to put people in pocket. People actually expect to be paid in this world. So, you know, you're supposed to pay them and also gear them, and yeah, it's a whole headache in there. Ooh. Wait a minute. Ooh. Okay. Let's do that room, and then we can do that room, because there's a battery changer in the previous room. Anyway, the facility's kind of cool. It's kind of weird, but I kind of like it. So, what freaky experiments have you guys been up to?
That Fraxidus overseer has been really generous with his sponsorship. It would have taken us much longer to build this place without him.
Okay, continue.
Though he loves to meddle with our experiments a bit too much. Well, he's our patron. Can't do anything about that. This lab's location is a bit too remote for me, but I'm okay with it as long as we can keep doing our research.
Yeah. Where else could us maniacs possibly go?
The committee kicked us out like trash. They'll never understand.
Oh, I mean, you did kill, like, 37 people?
As Professor Hyson stated, we are embarking on a monumental endeavor with the power to redefine humanity's future.
You still, like, killed 37 people in the process.
This time, we will make the divine miracle we saw happen again for all of humanity to behold.
Yeah, but, like, 37 deaths in. So that's cool and all, but still. Subject AO38 has been assigned 6 meter at 6 meter at 6 meter artificial controllable tacit field. Regular environmental checks must be conducted every 6 hours for the artificial tacit field. Entry into the designated area is strictly limited to experiment personnel, and any devices or tool that do not meet standard specifications are forbidden to prevent interference with the subject. I would really hate that. It means that nobody's, like, allowed to even listen to MP3 music. Like, if you're not allowed to, like, read books or listen to music, and your job at night shift is to literally stare at a subject throughout the whole night shift, and there's no clocks in the facility, can completely understand why that kind of feels like torture. Preliminary observations indicate that subject AO38 That's probably A038. I'm just gonna be calling it AO. Who was born in the artificial tacit field is able to survive stably. You birthed a human child inside a tacit field? However, it's worth noting that the subject has yet to exhibit any specific physical features or vocal behaviors. It appears to lack a physical form and can only be observed through specialized means. You birthed a cloud of nothing inside a tacit field? At present, AO38 shows no discernible behavioral objectives and remains mostly stationary with low levels of aggression and activity. Due to significant deviations from our initial expectations, further research is required to gain a deeper understanding of the subject. So how does this work? Like, do you rip out people's souls and then you try to turn that into a divine mirror? Like, I'm trying to figure out what the hell fuels it. How did you lose 37 people if you're experimenting on what is effectively nothing? High sensitivity to frequency has been observed. Strict control of standard frequency specifications within the experimental area is imperative. Given the unique nature of AO38, additional time is necessary to establish appropriate parameters of data language in order to gain valuable insights into its information. The process will require a considerable amount of time given our current technology and available data. Warning! Any leakage of experimental information through any means is strictly prohibited. Taking photos or recordings of the subject without express permission from Professor Hyson is strictly forbidden. The subject, that mind you, has not developed any physical features or vocal features, which... How are you taking pictures of nothing? This concludes the initial observations recorded for subject AO38. To obtain more comprehensive information on the subject, future experiments and analyses are crucial. Good for you. I am a lot more confused having read that than not having read that. Hello?
The experiments have been going smoothly, but we still can't get the desired outcome. Why? The artificial retroactive rain project has advanced to its second phase. We have various evidence that this ancient civilization was the Whining Aches' Maya at some point. We believed we could recreate that divine miracle with the artificial retroactive rain. Have we been mistaken? We have no time left. The artificial controllable tacit field should be complete by now. We'll have to rely on our backup plan.
Why do you want an artificial tacit field? Also, to give you some context, because I've done a quest in this area, Whining Ike's is a bird boss, and it is a tacit discord, so it's one of the dangerous alien thingies, effectively. However, for the longest time, he wasn't a dangerous alien thingy. He would fly with another one of his kind, also a massive bird, and they appeared to be just happily in love, singing to one another. He wasn't, like, bothering people or anything. His mate died. That's when the bird went very kooky and very aggressive, so... Big bird, sad story, much aggression is what I'm trying to get at. I need this battery. And I need to change its...
Right momentum.
Polarity is what I want to call it. That thing turns red to green and green to red. Insert. See, Mirta is smart. Mirta took the time to know life this game, like, appropriately, so that I know at least a little bit as to where I am and what I'm doing.
This is the last room.
Aalto! WuWa! Encore spotted something.
Good dog. Well done, Encore, and spotting things. What I spotted is a giant turny table,
Little by little.
and also currency that I'm gonna insert into the giant currency machine, or rather the menu that turns it into pulse. Now, mind you, I should probably get some weapons at some point. Or else that's gonna be the downfall of me. But it's okay for now. I wanna turn it into yellow balls because we use yellow balls to catch people, not weapons. But I do need weapons, so it's, you know, it's a conundrum. Anyway, button. Wait, button? Button! Aha! It's a turny twisty thingy. Can you imagine locking your facility with something like this? I mean, it's also annoying if it's not a lock.
These will be my final words. If only I had more.
Bread. If only you had more bread. Things would be different then.
My enemies were misconceptions, waning passion, and my own ignorance.
Considering that you have a thing inside your artificial tacit field that's
time is my ultimate foe.
Neither a voice nor a physical appear, like your enemies could be imaginary.
Death and insatiable thirst for truth, eventually derailing our research. It was too late when I finally came back to my senses. We had already walked into that false gate.
Did you have a fake door somewhere in your facility that's like full of spooky, scary skeletons that just said "Do not open"?
Realization behind. They are our past, but they are also our future. Had I realized it sooner, there might have been a chance to get things back on track. The future being hailing from our past. Please save us once again.
Hello! I think that's me.
Please keep pushing forward until you reach the real gate that can change the world.
I wish I knew what he was exactly referring to. Well, outside of a sexy lady. What I mean is that... Do you mean that Retroactive Rain can display not only your past but also your future? Do you mean that somebody's traveling from your past into your future? Do you mean that the tacit discords are both your past and your future? Yeah, about that person is that I am so confused. I would say that I think that I know her, but the only thing that this girl I think represents to me is that I think that's what the magistrate was talking to on the phone, but I can't be sure because I'm not great at detecting features, especially when they're portrayed through a bluey interface, and there is a lot of sexy ladies in this game, so I have no idea actually.
Great. Now that power's been restored, the elevator should work. The beacon signal is coming from below. Let's go.
So I think that my own resonator thing on Rover is quite cool because it's like on her hand. But that guy's is on his neck. I hope that his doesn't get hungry at points because that can't be comfy. If your neck starts going, I'm hungry, gulp. That's probably not good. Take the elevator to the basement. Okay, a challenge for Mirta's adult brain. Shouldn't be this adult. Oh, it's beneath me. Never mind. It's okay, guys. I know what I'm doing and I know where I'm going. It's fine. It's like, it's completely... Are you an elevator? Yes, you are. Good. You blink when people press the button. That's very interactive. Should we really trust elevators when electricity is this fucky around here? Cause like I personally don't. This incredibly giant wire looks very satisfactorily snaky. I like it. Something about giant open fields like that just tell me boss fight, so I just wanted to run around and see the environment first, but sure, okay. Something about giant people hanging from the ceilings is also telling me boss fight. I don't know what about it.
Wow! A big, clunky monster!
Yeah, normally those like come alive and go roar.
Those savants never run out of new surprises for us. The signal's coming from it. Did it swallow our resonance beacon? Looks like peace isn't an option. Guys, brace yourself. We'll need to take it down.
Aalto, we doing it like we usually do?
Like on the Discovery Channel, are you a bit too young for that?
Then this big guy is Encore's to tackle.
Okay, that was a really bad joke.
Ready, attack!
Let me figure out its weakness.
Okay, I get to preview Encore.
Here comes Encore.
The thing is,
It's cobbled together.
I
These metal
don't
parts.
remember liking Encore the last time I played Encore.
Use the fallen parts to counter its attacks and destroy
I
its
had
unstable
her on my previous account that I used to trial this game before. So I'm actually on my secondary email, which is kind of awkward. I wish that account deletion was a thing, but normally you need to contact support, so it's just easier to start another thing with another email. Anyway, everybody keeps on telling me that Encore is a very cool character, like very good character. Just, it's not clicking for me. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, Jashi really clicks for me. She does have a very cute sheep. I also hated running around with her around the world because it's kind of awkward to just be 10-year-old girl. Like something more like Jeshi's or Rover size just feels right. Anything taller than that can feel a bit slow in movement.
Why did they keep that big guy here?
According to our findings earlier, researchers who worked here were probably only a small faction of the Corte Savante Committee. They were likely studying an ancient civilization they deemed to be divine beings, but later got denounced from the CSC due to their extreme methods.
Yeah, killing
Somehow,
37
they believed
people
this
is pretty
ancient civilization
extreme.
had once visited the mire, which led to their attempts at recreating those past events with artificial retroactive rain.
I thought that Retroactive
they
Rain
failed
only
to
replaced
recreate
memories and
Retroactive
can't, like, bring whole people back.
They resorted to making a replica of the lost civilization instead. To get their desired results faster, they started feeding this replica various frequencies, data sets, and mechanical constructs. And we've seen what that ended up with. It turned into a monster, driven by the frequencies of hunger, devouring everything. in its
What
path.
was that?
It was
AO38
probably
on the
culprit
ceiling
behind
just
the
now.
disappearance of those folks. And I suspect the Fraxidus Overseer mentioned in that log.
Or is
Something to do
AO38
with
still somewhere in this facility?
Those researchers,
Also,
they were too
game,
obsessed with
please
validating
don't do this
the
take a
divine
break
miracles
shit.
they experienced. They got
I let
lured
my
into the
game run
monster's
and I went and
frequencies of
had
hunger.
some lunch. Then I
willingly
took
walked
time
into its
applying.
mind.
I
The
didn't play
monster
for that long.
devoured them, but not with its teeth. Their own delusions and fear were their undoing in the end. What a crazy bunch. So, Rover, now it's time for me to fulfill my promise. What do you want to know about the Black Shores?
Mostly about why is there a crazy lady that keeps on trying to harvest me and calling me fruit? Oh, I'm pretty sure that the crazy lady is on here. Do you know a person named Camellia?
Camellia? Of course we do! Yeah, she can be kinda unhinged, but she's indeed one of ours.
Unhinged, you
Just
don't
so
say.
know, she only took up this mission because of you. Quite the charmer, aren't you?
She almost killed me.
I know she could be a bit too straightforward in how she expresses herself, but don't worry. She won't do anything bad to you. Really. What do you want to know about the Black Shores?
God, their universe works different. In where I live, whenever I'm in multicultural societies, I have to pick my words very carefully, to a point where I'm speaking in PR statements every single day. Because despite the fact that it is obvious what I'm trying to express, a lot of people will take offense if I must little as choose the wrong word to express myself, despite the fact that I'm a foreigner and it is very hard to judge how hard my sentence is gonna hit based on the kind of adjective that I'm using. There's also quite a lot of unspoken context in such places, where you learn to interpret overly sweet talk as almost being a negative in its meaning, but it's something that you learn when you spend enough time around multicultural societies that don't speak straightforwardly. But my own culture speaks very straightforwardly. So what I'm trying to say is that merely speaking sometimes gives me a lot of anxiety, and I have to rethink about the kind of sentences that I'm using, even when the sentences have absolutely nothing offensive in them. Just because sometimes people will be like, did you use this word and it's a bit harsher than this word, and therefore I interpret your mood to be this. What I'm trying to get at is the Camellia outright threatened to murder me and jumped on me, and Aalto just gets to go, ah, she didn't mean it. That's unfortunately not how any of the world that I have been a part of works. That would be so much easier on me and my social anxiety. Have you been stalking me?
All right. No more beating around the bush. Yeah, we've had our eyes on you. But please, trust me, we don't mean anything bad.
You just wanted to observe me from a
You're a
distance.
dependable ally.
I don't want to be your ally,
Black Shores
honestly.
members all work together to save the world from the lament crisis. We've got talents from all walks of life, including skilled hackers, explosive experts, and even feng shui masters.
Well,
You
that
name
is
it,
very
we
cool.
have it. We like your skills and methods. So what do you say? Ready to jump on board?
Well, that is all
What
very
do you
cool.
wanna know about the
The
Black
way that you
Shores?
expressed yourself is as bad as the way that Scar presented his own organization. So honestly, if it was up to me, no. I don't want to join any of your organizations personally. What are you doing in Jingshu? Probably following me. What on earth does Black Shores do? He has already kind of disclosed that. They're trying to save the world from the upcoming apocalypse. What is the relationship between me and the Black
I'm
Shores?
just an insignificant consultant at the Black Shores, so I don't know that much about all its hidden secrets. But I believe the piece of intel I'm about to share with you will make this trip worth your effort. This is not the first time you've been reawakened. Last time, you woke up at the Black Shores. Rover, we share the same goal. We're both aiming to fight against the Threnodians and prevent the Lament crisis.
Honestly, I feel like I might have been even happier if I ended up Scar's
Encore can
bunkmate.
prove it. The Threnodian is a bad, bad guy. And Encore and Aalto are the heroes of justice. So we're gonna stop the bad guys.
I understand. Trust isn't something you could afford to give out that easily. Remember the Blake bloom I gave you earlier? It's more than just a symbol. It also holds the key to our headquarters. I'm sure it'll come in handy for you. Phew! Anyway, mission accomplished! We've got the resonance beacon secured, plus a sweet bonus of Corte Savante's big secrets.
I would
Glad
really
I got you
disbelieve
on
what
board,
he's saying, but then again the magistrate
forward
has
to
sent
our
me into
future
the military compound to ask about a simple fruit,
Oops.
so maybe I
Almost
should run
forgot.
around asking
Gotta
about the
check
black
resonance
flowers
beacon
some more.
again, just in case. Wait. This is... No. It can't be.
Hey, Aalto! Wait!
Well, whatever you're not happy about, I'm very happy about. I'm glad that you guys left by a whole 78 meters, which means that I'm gonna have to actually go to them shit. Oh, that boss has deleted itself, so I suppose this one doesn't respawn. I don't think I like Aalto or Encore. I don't like their demeanor. I don't like how careless they are. I don't really like their organization. If I had to give my character a purpose, like a roleplay purpose... Does anyone remember where my elevator is? Because that's not it. How did I get here? Oh, found the elevator, it's fine. Then she would be joining the organization just to like learn information about herself, which I think is what she wants to do. But she wouldn't like get super involved with these guys because I'm greatly not a fan. Honestly, I'm more not a fan of these three than I was of Scar. I think Scar is a very goofy boy in comparison. Sure, he might need some therapy, but whatever this is chaotic explosive. Hello, chaotic explosive. Ready to go home? You're about to start a long quest line. Your progress will be interrupted and saved if you leave the designated area during the quest. I might need to log out during the quest, but apparently I will be able to resume from the last checkpoint, so it's probably gonna be another cliffhanger situation, which is fine. Hello.
Encore heard lightning. When there's lightning, it's gonna rain. And when it's gonna rain, Encore should bring an umbrella.
I think this rain will be the wrong way around.
Aalto said when it rains like this, we hide.
Is this part of the Court of Savante's experiment, or...?
No. This is...
Oh, this one is real?
Retroactive Rain.
Cool! So anyways, it brings all the monsters to the yard, but it also brings up everybody's like lost memories to the yard, so...
It's a TD outbreak.
You sounded incredibly calm for when it comes to a TD outbreak. I'm just saying. We're loading somewhere.
This rain, it's finally happening.
Ah, it's the
General.
commander dude.
Yes, how's it going?
You're a
We
lot
have 500
cooler.
remaining soldiers prepared and medically cleared for combat. After receiving the antidote for Retroactive Rain, they have reported minimal hallucinations and no adverse effects.
You need an antidote for the rain falling the wrong way around?
Sightings of phantoms in the rain.
Oh, so you don't want to see them.
Stay alert. We will continue as planned. Report any signs of potential TD
You sure you don't
outbreaks
want to, like,
immediately.
hallucinate the past / the future?
March on to the Northfall Barrens as soon as the rain stops.
Aye, sir.
Stronger emotional connection to the affected area leads to more intense hallucinations. That's what they said. I should go for another round of inspection. Make sure everything is going as planned.
But isn't hallucinations kind of cool? Hello, hallucinations.
Can we really trust that medic?
I do think we should be careful. Something's wrong with this rain.
Well, it's falling the wrong way around.
Hey, you see? The raindrops. They're falling off.
I'm more concerned about the fact that it's raining indoors.
That day, as the rain fell, we watched in uncertainty, unsure whether it was a sign of hope or disaster. The Retroactive Rain should have been a harmless wave-worn phenomenon. However, the Threnodians' influence enhanced its effect, turning that battle into a brutal slaughter. Our city could not endure another tragedy like that.
Okay, so it's the bad guy that's making the rain bad? Ow. Okay, that's the wall. It's what I'm getting.
Let's join the Riverside Games after we beat that monster.
The Riverside Games?
You won first place in the last armed race, remember? Don't back out now. I already counted you in.
We haven't held the Riverside Games in years. This should be another illusion from the past.
I thought that it was
Everything
kind of
goes well,
obvious with them being like
perhaps I
white
can
and
hold it again
see-through,
this
but
This guy packs a serious punch. It's already so powerful in my hands. When I'm just an ordinary person. Now, if I was
you holding a guy?
Careful. Tacitite weapons are not so safe to operate.
Oh, you're holding a weapon. That explains some
rest
things.
assured, I'll take out those monsters before it blows up in my face.
The Ministry of Development once designed a weapon for non-resonator units to combat tacit discords.
Was it a cannon?
As non-resonators lack the necessary forte to control the weapon, and prolonged exposure to tacitite energy posed health risks, designers limited its output for safety reasons. That's why the weapons couldn't operate at full power. After taking over as general, I revamped the Midnight Rangers' recruitment tactics. Our primary combat units now consist of resonators, with a significant decrease in non-resonator members who have been reassigned to support roles. I still remember the admirable courage in those ordinary people's eyes as they volunteered to join the military. But I cannot let more unnecessary casualties happen.
Plus, considering how special the resonators are, you all get to have your own anime squad of people that dress really distinct and have kooky personalities. That must be fun. I too like to stare in the map by staring on my desk. It's not even the map, you're looking between your own legs. Just staring at your sword.
Why am I seeing this here? Is it another illusion caused by the
You're hallucinating a sword? Righty dokie. Well, I didn't know that you can actually do
We
objects.
will use the cliffs as a boundary to divide the battlefield into two. Our ranged units will secure the high ground, while our ground forces charge through the narrow valley. Meanwhile, we will deploy resonators to the suspended ruins, where most of the tacit discords are located. Squads 2 and 3 will flank, while General Geshu leads Squad 1 to break their front line. Our goal is to shift from defense to offense and disrupt their strategies. Everything is at stake here. In a word, it's victory or death.
Our strategic plan was crafted 3 years ago, taking into account the terrain in Northfall Barrens. Its value remains crucial today, but now, our enemies are even stronger than before.
Yeah, but you no longer have regular people for the most part, right?
Factors. We must devise a new plan for the current situation.
So it's like resonators on the high ground, and then resonators on the ground, and then also resonators to the ruins. I didn't go anywhere, I was just hallucinating some people, it's fine.
General.
Hello. Continue, please.
We've got all equipment repaired, tactite weapons adjusted and given to the resonators. Non-resonators are also equipped and prepared for action.
We're not doing that non-resonator bullshit anymore.
But the rain's getting heavier. Should we take shelter for the time being? One of our combat medics claims it's no ordinary downpour, and he strongly advises holding off any moves until it clears.
What happens if you
His
eat
shot intuition has been proven
the
in
opposite
previous
rain?
battles. You've seen it firsthand.
Does it suck the puddles up?
However, I do agree this will be our last chance.
What if it's a draw?
Another attack.
Do you then just get floaty earthy bits, or does the water start materializing? Do you get groundwater going up? Can you still use that for drinking water? Anyway, the medic you mentioned, what's his name?
Sir, his name is... Jian. General, help. Please, help me.
You're see-through and white, so it's a bit too late to help you, dude. I'm sorry.
What do you make of this, Jian?
Your outline is very not here, and not real. Unless that's just your ability, in that case I'm...
It's indeed unusual, but...
Yes? Continue?
This is our only chance.
Is this the past or the future or the present?
The enemy we've been yearning to destroy is finally right before
I mean, it's easy to tell when they're just white and see-through, but if everyone's like hallucinating actual people, and if you're in like a military compound where you don't know everybody, that might be...
sit back and
yeah.
do nothing because of some phantoms.
Well, otherwise, you are charging with forces that might be half ghosts. That's probably not the wisest.
Silence. Is this your response? Or is it fear holding your tongue?
How about I'm not entirely sure that you're real?
No. I see. You're no different. We fear, we bleed, we suffer, and in the end, we'll all die on the battlefield.
So anyways, when you think that you're about to die, just like retire.
But what about
just
your
like
brethren,
5 days in advance.
friends, and comrades, as you witness them viciously slain before your eyes, one by one? Will you still remain silent when their souls demand an answer?
Well, I mean, you can always postpone answering until you're dead too. That works.
There is no other choice. We must trample the pile of corpses at our feet and push on. Keep barking orders. Keep fighting until every last one of those monsters is gone.
Is that even possible? I mean, just like deleting all the monsters.
The Retroactive Rain merely creates illusions of past events.
My soldiers will not succumb to those hallucinations. I will not allow it.
I'm not an... I think you're a hallucination, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
We'll crush anything in our path. No questions asked. And I will pave the way for us all with my forte.
Are hallucinated people... Are they solid? Like, can you try and wave your hand through the
tens,
dude?
Hundreds, thousands more of my men will die, so be it. We will win this battle by any means necessary.
Yeah, but you're not annihilating tacit discords, right? They're not like a specific amount of them that just exist. They're a phenomena that happens.
John, I have a question for you.
So isn't it like a little bit like fighting windmills, but like you're on a permanent battlefield?
If you were in my position,
I would have retired 5 days before that point, whatever that day is.
I'll never answer those brave souls with such silence and cowardice.
Oh, so you're dead and bring tacit discords. Okay. Anyway, I think as far as usability goes, I am a lot... This feels a lot more natural than Encore. But I also have no way of getting this dude, so it's like previewing Infinity Nikki dress that's limited release and no longer running. It's cool that it's here, but also
stay sharp.
Can't really do anything with that information.
Tell truth from facade.
Well, that's an echo and a half.
Yes. Go on. Keep fighting.
I don't wanna. I kinda wanna figure out what that monkey was. What this guy is equipped with. Oh, hello. I suppose it is fairer this way. As they're level 45 and he's level 50. If I could use myself, I would be out leveling this place. Yeah, he was a very cool dragon. I do actually like him. If I could get him, he would be on my team. But I can't.
General Gush Yu Lin.
So,
We fight to protect what we cherish. We cherish our comrades, not out of cowardice or fear, but out of trust. The trust in their lives' worth. I cannot assure you I am always making the right choice, General. But we should never build our victory on top of endless sacrifices.
Is it the guy that went nutso?
Is that so?
The guy that wasn't very popular and the guy that like led a lot of...
I see it.
That's...
We're cut from the same cloth. You and I.
Ah, if so, then the current... Yeah, he would be struggling with us, especially...
Perhaps we are indeed, General.
If a guy that's remembered as a pretty bad guy in history because of the sacrifices that he made in order to battle the evil, if you get compared to that, that can't really feel very good. So, yeah, if the past was talking to me, I would be pretty upsetting.
General, you look pale.
Yeah, I didn't just encounter a memory. I got to interact with a memory, and the memory
an intense frequency reaction from that tacit field ahead.
Told me that I'm pretty similar to it.
It's gradually turning full now, as you predicted.
Yeah, full moons do happen.
Looks just like how it was during the battle beneath the crescent.
That sounds like it was the wrong moon type.
Sir, the Midnight
Crescent
Rangers
moon
are
is
ready.
not the same as the full moon.
Await your orders.
Attention all troops. Take position and get ready to engage.
Please do not die because Ghosty of the general that lost far too many of his troops just told me that we're very similar. I don't like that.
Here they are. They're not coming at us. Are they trying to protect something, or are they waiting for commands? With a TD outbreak
Oh,
of
I
this
love how
magnitude
that
in
one
organization,
jiggles.
someone must be
Reminds me of
orchestrating it.
Boomer from Left 4
Could
Dead.
it be?
The old general. No, it's gonna be that bad god guy, isn't it? Bad god guy. Are you like the crazy chick, or are you a chick that I saw with Scott? I'm not keeping track at all the unhinged women that I've seen in this game so far. You have to be the lady that went close to the scar, right? You see, I know that they're experimenting on people, trying to turn them into tacit discords, but isn't summoning monsties sound like a far more productive way of not losing troops? So I don't know, her plan sounds kinda tight. The moon, it's changing. It's also kind of really too close. If you're that close to any other heavenly body, correct me if I'm wrong, but the gravitational pull that you would get from that would be insane. Like, our moon is responsible for our tidal waves, right? I hate to think about what that would be like with a moon that close.
It looks almost full now, and the retroactive rain falling. Rover, maybe this is the right time Madam Magistrate was talking about.
Citizens of Jinzhou, please remain calm and evacuate in an orderly manner, as we practiced during previous drills.
Jinshi?
It's a pre-recorded broadcast message. Our magistrate saw this coming, and she had General Jian devise an emergency plan.
Hey, at least hers is
This
gentle.
wave of TD attack should be over now.
UK gets it with emergency broadcasts that really beep.
The amount of TDs is insane.
It's like an alarm that goes off inside
Thanks
your
for coming in
house.
time, Rover. It would have taken us much longer to handle this. Oh, Director Tao Chi is here too. For a better rundown of the situation, you can find her near the city gate.
Cool, because this is where I'm gonna be stopping. So yeah, I think that the general segment was very, very cool. I hope I don't need to engage with Aalto and Encore all that much, because I don't think I like their personalities, nor do I like them as characters all that much. I do quite enjoy playing my own team, but I understand that you want to like show me how other resonators work. That makes sense, except that now I like General Jian and I can't get him, so you know, that's brilliant. Anyway, when we come back, we're gonna continue, because I want to unlock more places to explore, and that means story focus, as long as I don't get distracted by chests and stuff. And I don't just mean these chests, I mean, you know, the ground chests. Anyway, thank you so much for my Patreon supporters.
To my connection with the world around
And
me.
I'm gonna see you
very much my
in the next episode.
bearing witness to
Toodaloo.
everything I've experienced on